store, I guess, or at some place in town that they were at. Somebody was talking, Edmund was right there with them, and he looked at him and he said, "Oh, you're so skinny that you split a raindrop in two." He wasn't that skinny, but that's what this
He's
guy.
always thin, though.
He was thin, but he's strong.
Oh.
Oh, he was so strong. And then this one year, and I was I was 7.
Okay.
I think I was 17. 17 or 18. And at home in the summer, of course, you know, the harvest is August and September. August, and it's hot weather, you know, and all. And you, of course, in July they do the cutting of the. And Toix was on the harvester that cuts the grain and shuffles it over, and it gets bound, you know, tied into bundles, and then it's shunted off in the row, and so there's a long row of these bundles, you see, and then he comes down the other way, and there's another. So there are all these rows of these bundles of grain. And they had oats. It was oats, and. So that all had to be put in a shock. You've seen pictures of.
I have. We've got somebody that does that in Electric City.
Yeah, and so you'll take this from both of these rows there, close enough together, that then you put them in the shock, and you have them. So then you end up with, you have a whole row of these shocks, and then over here's another row, and all the way through the field. And so anyway. This was in probably end of July or part of August, and Toix and Edmund were the only ones home. Art, well, it was Art. Well, he probably was working out at someplace else, you know, at that time. Anyway, they said, came into the house and they said to me, "Could you come and give us a hand, help us a little bit?" Because they wanted to finish that field that day so that because then they could hire out the next day to the next farmer, see? And I said, okay. So I went out with Edmund. Toix was on the harvester doing the cutting and binding. And so anyway, I was to take this row. Edmund was taking these two, and of course me, you know, I hadn't get out here. I was a panty waist, but Edmund would do his shock, come over and help me, because I was that much, but he was so strong, he could do it, you know. But anyway, I got through that day enough to help them so that they could hire her out the next day.
And they never hired you back again, I can tell.
No.